I want to know down in the comments, who is your best of tonight? Who is your favorite so far? Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, and I am back with your American Idol commentary from a singer! Yes, it is night 3 of American Idol. More auditions and more auditions. Did you watch tonight? Let me know down in the comments. Sorry that I missed the show on Monday night, but on Monday nights I will be doing the voice commentary Monday and Tuesday, so you'll be catching that. Monday and Tuesday I'll be doing the video for that. Sundays I will be doing the video for American Idol, and on Monday nights, late or Tuesday morning early, if you want to check the American Idol videos, I will make my comments on those so that you can go and check those out. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter. There's a link down in the description box. Just click on it, click follow, and you will also catch much of my commentary. It won't be the full, like me talking about stuff, but I do write a lot of my commentary on there also. Okay, so let's get this started. We kicked it off with Kristyn, Alicea. She was 20. She did Lay Me Down by Sam Smith, and she said she's only done karaoke, but she started this out and immediately had so much emotion in her face, in her eyes. I caught a lot of vibrato on the ends of her phrases, but it wasn't distracting, and the little flip she did into head voice were very nice. Katy was tearing up, getting that little emotion. I was like, go ahead, old girl, work her, work her. Katy said she had the it factor, among other things, calling her very special and a little star. Lionel called her refreshing and likable, and of course she got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood. Then Kristyn Harris came up. She was 23. She did I Want to Be a Cowboy Sweetheart by Patsy, Montana and the Prairie Ramblers, and she strummed that guitar hard. It had a solid sound. I was impressed when she launched into the yellow. I was like, go ahead on, girl. And then the judges got up to act silly and take some of her FaceTime, you know. But she did get to do the whole song with a great yodel finish, and I was like, go to yodel, girl. Luke called her a one-woman show. Katy said she had an interesting, unique delivery, and she got a yes from Luke, a no from Katy, and a yes from Lionel. She goes to Hollywood. Jonny Brenns was next. He was 18. He did Blue Jeans, an original song, and he had an interesting tone to his voice and a light vocal production, like he was simply speaking most of the times. But it worked really well and created a very nice mood. I enjoyed it a lot. Katy talked about his good looks and said he has a sexy, sweet thing going on. Luke said he has a sweet voice, but wondered if he could belt, and asked him to do some Michael Bublé, and he seemed a little shy and trying to get out them big notes, and he didn't really do it up there in the audition. He was like, oh, I can do that, I can do that. But this is such a big, tall, I think he's 6'5" guy. He should have all this resonance, this chamber that could just get out all this music. Maybe he's just not used to supporting and really pushing those notes out. Luke said yes. Lionel said no because he'd like to give it another year and a half. Katy said yes and sent him to Hollywood. Then they called his family, who didn't know that he was auditioning for Idol. His mom, she didn't believe it was them and all this good stuff. Good times, good times. And if you're having good times, please make sure to thumb up the commentary and let me know that you are enjoying it. Let me know that you are here. Let's not get a lot of numbers right now, but I'm not too worried about that. Hopefully we will pick up steam a little bit as the season goes on, and hopefully I'll keep doing the commentary, because if people don't come, I won't be doing no commentary. But anyway, I thank you so much for watching, and I thank you for your thumbs. Ricki Manning was up next. He was 22. He did LA is Lonely, an original song, and he came in pushing his vocal a little too much for my taste. It was raw, and he had his eyes closed and didn't connect. I kind of liked the song, but I really wasn't enjoying the performance and his voice. Katy called him an exceptional songwriter, as did Lionel, and Luke called him really good, and he got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood, so I guess we'll see him again. Several other people who did bad original songs got monetaged then, and Effie Passero came up. She did Troubled Mind, another original song, and she sat at the piano and wailed away. She was a little shouty for my taste also, but the judges seemed to be enjoying her performance, and she was rocking that piano and very open and expressive. She got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood, and hopefully she'll be able to pull that back some and give us some more dynamics as it goes along. Then I think I would enjoy it. Cougar Jordan was up next. He was 25. I don't know what song he did, because he launched into this glissando all the way from low down all the way up to as high as he could go in his range, and then rocked out a little bit, but it was it seemed like a joke audition to me now. Come on. Katy called him a cool guy, but he got 3 no's. Then there was Jonny White. He was 18. He did It's a Man's World by James Brown, and he definitely had a strong voice with a lot of attitude as he started this out. I like the way he bent into those notes when he was singing, really feeling it with his whole body. He was very animated and giving us gospel face, you know. I was like, go ahead, I was singing, boy. Another one that was a little strong, but Lionel Richie said that was the whole show in one song, and then asked him to dial it back, and they gave him a second song. He did All of Me by John Legend, and Lionel actually came up and got behind him, was getting his shoulders, and was just kind of pulling him back, you know, when he was like, come on, just relax, pull back a little bit, you know, just to get him to tone down. Luke called him inspiring. Katy called him top 10 material, and he got 3 yeses. And it seemed to me, I don't know if it seemed to you or not, but it seemed to me like the judges in this episode tonight were really looking for some more power singers, because they picked a lot of people that had really big voices. And some of them were a little bit much for me, but you can always get somebody to pull back before you can get them to push harder. And if they're really, really light, a lot of times they're not supported correctly. So I think that's what they're looking at. They're looking for people that they can get them to learn better dynamics. So we'll see what happens with all that. Then we had Caleb Lee Hutchinson. He was 18. He did If It Hadn't Been for Love by the SteelDrivers. And he had his guitar and had such a surprisingly rounded sound as he started this out. Just very big and manly. Kind of what I expected out of the 6'5" guy. He had it. And very listenable tone with quite a lot of vibrato. Lionel said his voice is well above his age. Katy liked his fast vibrato and called the texture of his voice unique, noticing that he's really centered. Luke told him not to overdo his fast vibrato, but said he has a really big voice, and he got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood. He's a country guy, but I'm actually looking forward to hearing more from him. Shannon O'Hara was up next. She was 17. She did When We Were Young by Adele, and she sat at the piano and tapped into some nice emotion, though she sounded a bit like Adele, and the piano seemed kind of loud. She was really banging away at it. I actually was enjoying her voice and this rendition, and she had a nice timbre to her vocals and a good vocal production. Lionel said he was looking for some conviction and realism, and she gave it to him. Katy called her an old soul and said she really made her feel it. Luke wasn't expecting her great soulful voice, and she got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood. Amelia Hammer Harris was 26. She did Give Me Shelter by Rolling Stones, and she has a very famous songwriter for her father, and I was sitting wondering if she was going to be any good. I was like, if she's bad, it's really going to be terrible. I'm so mean, right? She was pretty amazing though. Such joy with the smoky tone, good dynamics. She worked her range, gave emotion, showed several tones of her vocal. I was really enjoying this performance. She wasn't auditioning, she gave us a full performance. Lionel called her sultry. Katy said she had a presence, a style, and a unique sound, calling her top 10 material. Luke called her one of the most put together artists so far, and of course she got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood. Ryan Seacrest was up next. He was 28 and he did Gravity by Sarah Bareilles, and he started and then stopped. He was like starting like, oh, this is so hard. And then he started, I was like, this is not going to be good, obviously. It really wasn't a good audition either, and it wasn't actually a funny audition to me. He closed his eyes and wailed out some notes that aren't even on the piano. I wrote no bueno, just not good. But it wasn't funny, you know, and I like the funny auditions that aren't good, but this was just, I don't know, it was cringe-worthy to me. Luke told him that skincare is his deal because at first he brought out these little packages of skincare for them. Katy called it the worst singing she'd ever heard. The surprise of the night was Julian and Milo Passero. They were 17, they did Runaway Baby by Bruno Mars, and they started out playing their brass instruments. I think one had a trumpet and one had a saxophone. Julian got the first verse and sounded really good and even had his own sound to it. A little mix going on. The highest parts of the song were a little tough for him, but he covered his tone, and I was like, okay, they've got a little training right here. They both were so laid back and making it look easy. Milo seemed more like a rapper in his segment, but he had a nice tone also, very similar to his brothers, and they just together, they had such a nice sound, nice look, so much energy, and I really enjoyed it. Katy asked if there were 2 #1 spots. Luke said they were amazingly interesting when they were singing together, and they got 3 yeses, both to go to Hollywood. Congratulations. Next there was Les Green. He was 27. He did Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke, and he had a nice gruff to his voice as he was singing in his package before he walked into the room, and he started this really high, and I was wondering, I was like, is he gonna be able to sustain the pitches? I'm like, Les, I like biting my nails and stuff because it was good and all that, but it was so high. But this had an intensity and an edge of your seat emotion. I really felt when he wailed out those notes and the music dropped out. Very, very nice audition, and it kept me the whole time because I was wondering, is he gonna go out? Is he gonna, you know, chop the notes? What's gonna happen? But he sustained the whole time, and it was so high. I was like, go ahead on, boy. Luke called him raw, rugged, and full speed ahead. Lionel wanted to calm him down a little bit. Katy liked his personal style, and he got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood. And in the pimp spot, there was Maddie Zom. She was 19. She did New Rules by Dua Lipa, and I loved her confidence and how she nailed all the intricacies of this vocal. Good strident guitar that set a good strong tone and great vocal support. Then she also got the sweet little flip in the head voice perfect perfectly, and the strong finish, very enjoyable. Then her best friend with Down syndrome came up and sang with her a little Katy Perry number, and that was a touching moment. Katy told her that she's an incredible woman. Lou told her that sometimes she gets a little timid, but assured her that she's got it. And she got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood. Oh, there we go. Another good night of American Idol hopefuls. This is Robert Anton, RobertAnton.com. I'll see you tomorrow night for The Voice. I'm out.